Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ahlan wa sahlan, guys. Welcome. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, enjoying yourselves. Right, my name is Jakat Zaman, and this is my YouTube channel, Roots of Knowledge. If you guys enjoy the content, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button, and leave a comment as well. So, Fridays, I answer questions. The main kind of questions that you guys have is usually on Saturdays. I answer, but Fridays, it's just one of those chill out days. So this week I have put up questions. No questions. I'm not saying questions. I put up videos, not questions, guys. Don't book it. You guys put the questions up. And alhamdulillah, mashallah, videos are coming along very nicely. I'm actually thinking about investing in some AI for voiceovers. So basically what my plan is a lot of people asking me to make videos in various languages. So I was thinking 3 languages, I think, or 2 languages, I know. 3 languages, yeah. 3 languages, I think it would benefit a lot, my content. One is Urdu. So instead of me explaining things in Urdu, what would happen is all I have to do is just get my content, get the transcription of it, and then just make it into Urdu, and then it reads it out. So that's what, inshallah, I'm going to try. See if it works. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, then chalo. And Russian, because there's a big Russian community out there who want to understand Hanafi fiqh especially, and Turkish as well. So inshallah, guys, inshallah, that's the next step. Inshallah, if that works. Now imagine in the past, people used to hire people to transcribe and then pay them for making the videos, and that's so much, subhanallah. Alaikum assalam, Kashif Sahib. KSK, alaikum assalam, Kashif. I want to become fluent in Arabic like you so that I can read Quran and Sunnah and read classical books. Right now, I am at 0K. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Inshallah, my brother, you can do it, inshallah. Abu Bakr, alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Muhammad, alaikum assalam. If I have to interact with an opposite gender at workplace or in an interview, would I still have to look away? No, inshallah. You only look away. So technically, a person is only considered to be sinful if they look with lust, right? With sexual desire, lust. Otherwise, there's no sin. But a person should not stay like that for no reason at all. Salah alaikum assalam, my brother Salah, ahlan wa sahlan, marhaban, welcome, mashallah. You have made the Jummah even sweeter today, my brother. See that? You made the Jummah even sweeter. Okay, right. How comes? 1 second, guys. How comes that's not working? Yeah. So Instagram should be working, isn't it? Instagram not working. Is the voice okay, guys? Sound okay? Sound, all that business. I'm not sure why, but if it's not working on Instagram, I wonder why. Give me a second, guys. Okay, it's working. Excellent, mashallah. All right, so Kashif, can you tell me a guide path? What I would suggest, my brother Kashif, I have a course called the Quranic Arabic 17 Lessons. Right, I am going to soon, I don't know when, but soon I'm going to upgrade it, inshallah, to 30 lessons. So it's basically gets you into learning Arabic, inshallah, and then you'll know what to do after that. That's where I would say you start off, inshallah. Ahla wa sahlan, my brother KSK from India. Ahla wa sahlan, my brother's from India. MashaAllah. Which part of India are you from? Muhammad, wa alaikum assalam. Ahla wa sahlan, my brother Muhammad Sahib. Sound is fine. Ahla wa sahlan. Instagram is lagging. Yeah, I'm not sure why. guys. HZ, Alaikum assalam. If we join prayer late and have to complete after Imam is done, is it sunnah to stand up after he makes first salam or second? It's better after second. But if you stand up after the first, it will be fine. Yeah, it's better after the second. But if you stand up after the first, then inshallah it'll be fine. Adam wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ahlan wa sahlan. Marhaban. Welcome. Okay, I don't know why Instagram is lagging. What I am going to try and do then, if Instagram is going to be causing, I think Instagram hasn't cracked it yet with live streaming from computer. It hasn't cracked that. Yeah, so what I will do is I will live stream from, one second, let me live stream from my phone. Give me a second, guys. I'm not sure why this is. Like anything, Arabic improves the practice. Yeah, definitely, 100%. 100%. So practice makes perfect. Perfect. Where is this course? This course, I have it on my website called uruk.com. All right, so let me just send you guys a link to it. So the course is called Quranic Arabic. Where is it? Arabic, 17 lessons. Okay, so Quranic Arabic to learn Arabic course. Okay, one second, let me try to get this sorted. Good old phone. Phone is the best way. Okay, one second, guys. Let me just do this. I think it's still lagging, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's still lagging over there. Right. Can the 4 rakats of sunnah be read after the fard if you missed it before? And will it still be cast as sunnah? Yes. I mean, dhuhr, yeah? Dhuhr salat. Just to be consistent and put some pressure on your mind, that's it. Like, I will reword what Brother Muhammad wants to say. No pain, no gain. Yeah? No pain, no gain. So you gotta do a bit of pain. Okay, let's see if this works. Okay, do you do both salams after Imam finishes or after his first one? So you don't do any salams, you just get up. Is that what you're talking about? If you have rakats to make up, is that your question? I remember reading years ago, Ibn Taymiyyah said Arabic is the mental door to Islam and requires you to mental door to Islam. Metal door, break and it opens, I think. Interesting. Okay, let's. All right, so now Instagram people, it should work properly now. Metal doors don't break without consistent strikes. Even wooden doors don't break without consistent strikes. Wa alaikum assalam. If I missed the first rakat of Jahri Salat and I hear the second surah, when I make up that one rakat, do I read surah that is before or after? No, you don't have to. You can read any one you want. Farhan, wa alaikum assalam. We have a Bukhari ceremony taking place this Sunday at Imam Zakaria Academy. I invite you to come. This Sunday, yeah? Oh, this Sunday, unfortunately, is going to be very difficult for me. What time is it? What's the time? What's the time of it? Yeah, so that's been my week, guys. What do you guys think of that plan? My plan, which is to transcribe my videos like Kuduri and other videos, and then get it AI to translate it into a different language like Urdu or Turkish or Russian, and then dub that with a voice, and then put it onto. What do you guys think? So I'll have a Kuduri video that's in English, one that's in Turkish, one that's in Russian, one that's in Urdu. Yeah, you guys think that's a good idea? I think it's a good idea. I don't know about you guys, but you guys let me know. I will attempt to try it. I'll try it. Let's see how it works. Alhamdulillah, maybe people out there will benefit from the videos. If you are in sujood and halfway through Subhana Rabbil A'la and you can finish before the Imam goes into the next action, can you complete it or do you stop halfway? Yeah, so you should just follow what the Imam does. Imam's following is more important. After Zohar to Maghrib with food being served, the head teacher of a Sufa will also be coming to give a talk. Okay. Yeah, so maybe I might come. Maybe. I'll see. But Sunday, problem is I just got to see. I got a few commitments on Sunday. So that's the only problem because it's a bit short notice. But inshallah, maybe I'll come. Inshallah. Is it your khatam? Are you going to be graduating this year? Ya Allah. All right. So that's basically been my week, guys. So this week has been a very interesting week. Classes are back. So, I mean, with AI, there's so much that you can do, subhanAllah. AI has just opened up the doors for so many ideas. One of the things that I can do with AI is I can take my lesson. So if I teach a lesson, for example, I can audio record it, put it into AI. It just breaks down the whole transcription for me, transcribes it for me. And then basically I can take that and then I can make questions from it. It's fantastic, guys. I can summarize the whole lesson and then have a record of it. Sometimes what happens is, let's say I want to make an exam. Then if I have everything in front of me, I know exactly which lesson I said what. So then I can pick and choose from them. So it can be very, very precise lessons, precise examinations. What do you guys think? Good idea, yeah? Abdul Wadud, salam. If one missed a prayer in a day but had many years to make up, does the prayer still need to be in order? No. So if you have many to make up, then you don't need to follow that particular order. If someone feels the need to relieve themselves after reciting final tashahhud and one continued, does salah need to repeat it? I would say no, because the tashahhud has been done. Yeah, the tashahhud has been done, so there wouldn't be. But if it was in the middle of salat, then yeah. For the languages thing, I think it would be best to make sure that the AI thing is also accurate. Yeah, that's has to be done. Inshallah. Good point. Definitely. Aisha alaikum assalam. Ustad, you should try and translate the videos to Japanese. But the only thing is, there's many languages you could translate it to, but the only thing is there an audience in Japan for these types of videos? Do you think there's an audience, Aisha? ChatGPT has really been influential after it took off every other chatbot. I personally think the next 5 or 10 years, AI is going to rule everything. If you're not into AI, you're going to be left behind. So I think all influencers and anyone is making content, even teachers at schools and lecturers in universities, and I think AI is going to be a very big game changer. Yeah, because remember, what is AI? AI is basically like a tool that can actually enhance your learning experience. That's what you have to remember. It's not cheating or anything. Of course, if you cheat in essays and you use AI, that's wrong. That is because you're deceiving people. But to utilize something, like let's say, for example, there's a book and you don't have time to read it, so you go on long drives. So what you can do is to get the book, put it into AI, and the AI reads it all out to you. So I think that kind of thing is a real important thing, guys. Yeah, very important. Wa alaikum salam, Ali. Ahlan wa sahlan. I wanted to ask how much a female look for a good religious spouse if her family isn't as practicing. What would you recommend? So what I would say is, look, it's a very strange time. Loads of people contact me looking for spouses, and so many people have contacted me, leaving their details with me if I could find someone and pass the details on. What I would say is that in today's times, the old method of getting your family to look for someone, for a lot of people, that doesn't work. Families are not looking, or they don't really have the right individuals that can look, or they're too disconnected from their communities. So I would say now, I think there needs to be organizations set up that can help people find spouses. There are some out there, like these marriage bureaus, you can say. If someone wants to send me their details, leave it with me, and then regularly some people ask me about marriage, and I can maybe forward it to them. And if it works, if they are interested, they're interested. If they're not, then you can try other places. It's one of those kind of things. It's like, like a salesman. You have to go knocking door to door, and you got to be ready for whatever answer they give. So sometimes you might propose to someone and they might say, no, I'm not interested. And that's it, it's fine. Shouldn't be upset about that. But don't stop trying, inshallah. The qadr of Allah is the qadr of Allah. But you try your best. You knock on the doors. Now, not physically have to go to each door and knock, by the way, yeah? You get my point. If a 15-year-old person has 2 years of witr to make up, is still wajib to do qada of them? If they have reached the age of puberty, so if they're 15 and the age of puberty, yes, they have to. Can a man watch female sports if they are exposing their body? No, which most likely they are. There is a function for meetings people use for work meetings where the AI summarizes. Yeah, that's excellent, guys. I think that's very good. It's like meeting minutes. Someone has to write them up. This is really, really, I mean, honestly, it's very good. You just record the meeting, and then you put the recording into the AI. It summarizes everything and it identifies who's saying what. Very good, and that saves a lot of time. More organization, I think. That's what a lot of people need. They need organization. If you actually think about it, if you could design an AI that kind of monitors your heart rate, and you can design an AI that actually monitors your ibadah as well. So AI could be checking your ibadah regularly. Are you praying your salat on time? And it could remind you. It could give you reminders as well about the virtues of it. It could help. So I think that is something very, very good. I think that might be a very good thing. Although it has to, obviously, all the problems will have to be ironed out. But I think that's going to be a good thing. Because a lot of people, I personally think, can reach a really good level of spirituality if they get support from someone. That's what mentoring is, isn't it? Like being in the company of a person. So you get your regular sort of like reminders, and sometimes you need a bit of telling off nicely. If you're not praying your salat on time, if you're not reading Quran daily, you're sort of like, wasting time. And that's the kind of thing that I think might be a good thing. Allah knows best. What do you guys think? If I'm at a place where there is no water to clean myself and the only using tissue is the option, if I did wudu after, would the wudu be invalid? No, it'll be fine. Have you seen the videos people make generated by AI alone? Reminds you how the jar. Yeah, that's subhanallah. That's scary. When that first came out, I knew that's going to be dangerous, because it's it's faceless, isn't it? You have no idea who is behind that. That's the problem, and it's very deceptive. Bringing them back to life. Yeah, I mean, subhanallah. Our local imams' profiles are both brothers and sisters looking for marriage. Excellent. Can AI translate classical text from Arabic to English? Yeah, definitely. But you see, the thing is, do not use translation to learn. That's the thing. Translation should not be used to learn the deen primarily. That's like a rule of the thumb for all of this. Don't use that. Make sure that you use the AI for things that enhance your learning. Enhance it. Like, I'll give you an example. Let's say you have a lesson of, Quran tafsir, yeah? Record your Quran tafsir. Then what you do is, so you make all your notes in class, then you get your Quran tafsir audio, you put it into AI, you tell the AI, give me the whole transcript, and then write it out in an easy, digestible way, as though you're a really good student and making notes. And it writes it all out for you. And then you say, highlight the main points of this lesson in 10 lines. Then it gives you 10 lines. And then you say to him, give me a set of questions that could help me comprehend the lesson more. And he gives you questions. And give me all the vocab of today's lesson. Now you see that is perfect note making. There's no talib ilm, there's no student that can actually do perfect note making. Yeah, because the best a student can do is, as the teacher speaking, note everything down. Now imagine you went to a lesson and you made all the notes in lesson, and then you had all of these prepared, and now you have, for every lesson, you have all these organized set of notes. You know, obviously, if you're lazy, then you can't do anything about that. But usually, I think this will make the lesson more easier to understand. What do you guys think? Assalamu alaikum, ahla wa sahla, my brother Muhammad. I hope you're well. What is one Arabic book after Quran, Hadith, etc. you would say it's a must read for students of knowledge? It all depends. It all depends. Like, for example, at the moment, I'm going through Zad al-Ma'ad by Imam Ibn Qayyim. Zad al-Ma'ad. I think for students of Hadith, that's a very good book. Now, he's got many things in there which you can disagree with. That's fine. But the way that he's written the book, how he's organized it, it's basically a book on Seerah of the Prophet ﷺ, but he brings a lot of Hadith discussions in there. My interest in that book is a section with regards to how he explains the life of the Prophet ﷺ, but you can tell that he's taking it from a lot of Hadith. He's got many things in there which I disagree with, but it's a very useful book. That would be very good. I mean, I'm reading that. Last week I went through ماذا خسر العالم من حطام المسلمين. Right, so it's a book by Abu Hassan Nadawi, rahimahullah. A very beneficial book about how Muslims, they reached their peak in the golden era and then they declined. And what happened? Why did that happen to the Muslims? So that's those two books I've recently gone through. Yeah. It depends. I mean, it depends what year you're in. It depends what your interests are. Honestly, it's one of those kind of things. I would say, you know, you want to read the book which is going to be beneficial for you at that particular moment. Yeah, because remember, your life, you have a long life, inshallah, timeline. There's going to be in your life many times where certain books are going to be more appealing to you than other times. That's just the qadr of Allah, right? So you might now not be interested in reading history, but then what might happen 10 years down the line, all of a sudden the interest of history comes to you, and you're fascinated with all these things, and you start reading books on history. Brother Muhammad, if the world ever was sent back to the Dark Ages, but this text survived and it was hidden, and someone later on came using it and people were unaware of its existence, I can see how it would, that's like the magic of the times, isn't it? People would assume this person's like a magician. How would you recommend one look for a spouse today from what you have seen? You know, I have seen people who have found spouses through Shadi.com, and mashallah, their marriage seems to be very good. I have seen people who have found spouses, you know, on their own, talk to people. I have found people who have found spouses through the masjid. I have seen people who have found spouses through their teachers, like their teacher teaches the men and women's, and they've kind of mashed them up together. Different ways, I would say. I think now there is slowly a big shift towards, instead of word of mouth, I think it's now going towards like some sort of an organization that actually actively goes and helps people find. I think that's going to be the next thing. If Muslims invest in that, very good, make it really good, make it as in, you know, set boundaries so that it's not abused. I think that would be a very good business. And you'll get reward as well because of the support you're helping people find spouses. Zakir, alaikum assalam. My brother, is reading Surah Al-Baqarah and then blowing on yourself 3 times, does it protect you from sihr? That's what the narration mentions. Yeah, from the Sunnah. Oh, sorry, Surah Baqarah. No, not Surah Baqarah. Yeah, not Surah Baqarah. The last ayats of Surah Baqarah mention that should be recited at night time before you go to sleep. But what's from the Sunnah is reading قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ الْفَلَقِ قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ النَّاسِ. That's from the Sunnah. Reading Surah Baqarah in a house is from the Sunnah, to remove any jinn effects from the house. Is it true that there is a shorter way to make up qada salat if you have so many? If yes, no, I haven't made a video on it. No, I haven't. But yes, the shorter way would be just to do the bare minimum. That's all, the real bare minimum. The one door that requires no knocking is the door of the Most High. It remains open till the soul reaches the throat. And honestly, just thinking about the mercy of Allah, really, subhanallah. It's very true, guys. Did the Prophet ever argue with his wife? Of course. My Arabic improved by going to lessons where they would go through an Arabic text, reviewing it before class, then seeing if you were right. Excellent. So you basically did the work. Yeah. And I really like that method. That is a method that I would say is very beneficial. So, I mean, if you, any lesson, this is what I do with my students, right? When I teach fiqh, especially some of the years, I get them to watch my videos on fiqh, and then they have to be prepared. So in lesson, I put them in lesson on the spot, ask them loads of questions about the text, and then they have to present it in front of all the students on the board. Because remember, when you have to teach someone something, your brain goes into a different mode. It's like a really fast learning mode you go into, right? It's because you're forced to understand the text. Because if you can't understand it, how can you expect someone else to understand it? Does that make sense? Right. What do you guys think about that? And I find it very beneficial for the students, like really good. Assalamu alaikum, Mahmouda. Alaikum salam. Forgive me if you've answered this previous questions. In terms of interest, what types of charitable campaigns items can this be used on? So anything besides spending it on masjids. Yeah, anything besides spending on masjids. That's what the general say. Masjid is because of the sanctity of the masjid, and obviously you don't want any element of riba to touch that. But anything besides that would be. Some people say it shouldn't even be given to ulama, students of knowledge, ulama. So masjids, ulama. Besides that, poor ulama. Give it to anything else. NC wa alaikum assalam, ahlan wa sahlan. If you had the opportunity to perform Hajj but did not do it for several years, how do you settle the debt if you die? So you try to get someone else to do it on your behalf, right? So you leave some money behind for them and they do it on your behalf. Does the value of one Hajj count as a fidya, or do you have to add up all the years? No, you only have to do one Hajj. So as long as you get someone else to do the Hajj for you, that's fine. I'm going through Al-Da wa Dawa in Qayyim. He mentioned Ta'weez as Shifa in there. Not going to lie, I was a bit surprised. Yeah. Ibn Qayyim, Ibn Taymiyyah as well. They mention a lot of these kind of things that you're surprised. The thing is, let me tell you this, Muhammad. You know, when it comes to a lot of the things that we hear about scholars, we hear it through individuals that have filtered a lot of information. So it's like, for example, imagine there's a doorman, security guard, and everything you hear about what's behind the door is through him. Now you have to trust him. Is this guy emotionally affected by what's behind the door? Does he like it? Does he not like it? And whatever he's going to give you is always going to give you a small amount. Now, unless you read it yourself, unless you go yourself and check out what's behind the door, you'd always be impressed by or affected by that individual's explanation. Make sense? That's why whenever people tell me about scholars, I don't like listening to it, because I don't want my mind to be given a wrong impression of that book or that scholar. I like to read it myself so I understand it thoroughly, and then after that, if there's reviews, I'll listen to people's reviews, and then I can judge whether those reviews are honest or not. Does that make sense? So, right. One second. Right. Assalamu alaikum مليكة ورحمة الله وبركاته. أستاذ، هل هناك أي كتب تشرح بشكل صريح وكامل عن إيمان الملائكة وإيمان الكتب، وما هي أفضل كتب العقيدة؟ يعني تقصدين بهذا الإيمان بالملائكة، نعم؟ ليس إيمان الملائكة بل إيمان بالملائكة، يعني هذا الجزء من الإيمان الذي يذكر في الكتب. نعم أنا قد وجدت كتاب لشيخ عمر أشقر، دكتور عمر أشقر، له بعض التفردات في بعض الأشياء، نعم، يعني الميل إلى سلفية وغيره، ولكن هذا يعني السلسلة عنده جميلة جدا. يعني أنا قد قرأته واستفدت من بعض الأشياء التي ذكرها، وله ترتيب جيد. هذا هو المهم. يعني في مثل هذه الكتب الترتيب التي ينبغي أن يكون يعني تركيز الطالب، هذا يوجد في مثل هذا. نعم، فهذا يعني أنا أوصي بهذا. وهناك كتاب للشيخ يا الله ما هو اسم الكتاب، الشيخ مشهور من شام، توفي. نعم، له كتاب في العقائد. نعم، وهو جميل أيضا جدا. اسمه يا أرحم الراحمين، اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد. نعم نعم نعم، إذا ذكرته إن شاء الله أنا في موجود في حاسوبي. إذا بعثني رسالة عبر الإيميل إن شاء الله أنا سأبحث عنه وأرسل إليك. Hasib, if it says online, he never argued, just poked. Yeah, then maybe that online is not true. But he did argue. They had arguments. It depends what you mean by argument. Like he raised his voice. It's a narration that he raised his voice at her. I have noticed teaching really helps with understanding because you may get the weirdest question. Yeah, that's it. You get curveballs. So when you're teaching, you don't realize your communication skill as well. You don't realize how unclear you are when you speak. In your head, you might think you are the most, fasih, eloquent person in the world, and that anyone that hears what you say totally understands you. But then when you become a teacher, you realize very rarely will someone sitting in a 1 hour talk will understand everything you've said. Right? So it's like you have to learn that skill, and then obviously that helps with explaining. Regarding Shia Imams in Abu Hanifa's biography, it is mentioned in the English, such as page 22 of the PDF. Okay, I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Which PDF is this? Is it permissible to attend weddings that aren't segregated? Yes, as long as you're not going wandering around looking at other people unnecessarily. Would this be haram if someone runs a TikTok page and they promote other products they don't own and get a commission? If you're lying in there, then it's wrong. But if you're not lying about it, then I don't see a problem. TikTok says you add product links to your video live showcase. Sheikh, what does it mean if someone dreams about someone being wrapped up in a black snake? Is this very dangerous? It all depends upon the person, situation, circumstances. Could be bad. It could be something which is just like some emotional feelings the person is going through. Is it a man seeing this as a woman? Are they married? Did they see this after experiencing something really tragic happening in their family? Do they have family feuds? Right? Have they got health conditions? In Abu Zahra's book, if you can send me the link of it, send me the link. I'll read what it says. I'll read the Arabic one, because I don't know exactly which English. So if you send me the link of it or send me an image of it or something, email it to me, then inshallah I'll have a look. And send me the question that you asked. اللهم اهدني لأحسن الأخلاق. آمين 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 يا رب العالمين. Yeah, so that's been my week, guys. That's been my week. I've got a bit of a DIY to do. So in my kitchen, a bit of the ceiling has fallen down. Yeah, it was a bit weak and damaged. So water was dripping, yeah, and it's damaged the ceiling. So I've managed to fix the leak, but the ceiling. So I have to, inshallah, this weekend do some bit of DIY. Liaquat is back. Do some ceiling plastering, inshallah. Can't send the links here yet, so email it to me, inshallah. Email it to me and I'll have a look. Are we allowed to go out with mahram family who have daughters? Yes, inshallah. Inshallah. Okay, so anything else interesting happened? No, nothing really. Nothing else except for badminton. I've been playing quite a lot of badminton these days. There's going to be a badminton tournament. So far, is going to have a badminton tournament for charity, inshallah, end of this month. So I'll be participating in that. So inshallah, I'm going to send out a link for, I think it's for orphans, collecting money for orphans or the poor. I can't remember which category it's for, but inshallah, I'm going to be collecting money, hopefully, inshallah, and then hopefully make dua that I win. All right, guys. So I think I'm gonna finish it there then. So jazakumullah khair for tuning in. Really appreciate it as usual. Are there any hadith regards to dreaming about a black snake? I can't recall. Can't recall coming across one. Anything interesting you've seen lately in books, text, news, or otherwise? So I mean, at the moment, I've just been into software. Yeah, I've been into software a bit. So I've actually subscribed. So you see, like the software, you got to subscribe to them. You got to pay annual fees. So I've subscribed to something called Turbo Learn. It's like transcribing software. So you put videos in there or audio, and it can transcribe it for you. You can go through it, and then you can translate in different language. You can, and then you can use. So I use that, and I use ChatGPT, right, just to see experiment what I can do. So I've been using that. Tech, I haven't really bought anything special at the moment. Not anything special tech. I was thinking about maybe getting another light. Yeah, so for the back behind, but I don't know. I don't need it at the moment. That's not very, very needed at the moment. What else? Oh, things that I've read. Yeah, I think loads of read. I've been reading at the moment. So I've been teaching Tirmidhi this year. So I've started reading a new commentary that, mashallah, someone gifted me. It's by a scholar in Bangladesh, Maulana Abdul Mateen. It's called Kifayat al-Muqtadi, and it's really good. Like, I really enjoy. I mean, I found it very difficult to enjoy a Tirmidhi commentary after I read Ma'arif al-Sunan, but this is very good, right? I mean, there's other good commentaries besides Ma'arif al-Sunan, like Ibn Sayyid al-Nas, yeah, Nafh al-Tib. That's also very nice as well, but it's not complete, and it's like sometimes some sections it's like very long to read certain topics. But this one is very nice, very good. I've been going through it. It kind of it goes into nice discussions as well, side discussions. I really like. So inshallah, I'll be reading through it, and then maybe by the end of the year, depending on how much I've read, I'll give you some feedback. Iftar started this week as well. Iftar course. For the iftar course, I use a laptop and I use this camera I have, which actually moves with you. Yeah, that's really nice. So, alhamdulillah, we've got quite a few students in the iftar course. I've just got to this week organize the assignments and things like that. So, hopefully, inshallah, we'll see how long students last in iftar. Sheikh, when will As-Sufa start a football tournament? Oh, yeah. So I was actually reading. I was actually listening to ماذا خص العالم من حطام المسلمين whilst I was cycling. Actually, whilst I was walking here, and he says an interesting thing in there. He said that one of the things that caused the decline of Muslims in Ottoman Empire was the extreme involvement in ilm al-kalam and leaving the technology sector, leaving developing technology. And I think that was an excellent point. As in, he says, historically, Muslims have always been advanced in technology. And all of a sudden, it's like after the 1500s, 1600s, you get this decline now. Muslims are not really kind of inventing things. The West is starting to invent things now. And Muslims are really busy in these aqidah issues, ilm al-kalam issues, he's saying. So he kind of linked that together. I think that was a very interesting point, especially, a lot of people fascinated with ilm al-kalam. They don't study ilm al-kalam, but they're just fascinated with ilm al-kalam discussions. So that's in ماذا خسر العالم من حطام المسلمين. That's a very good book. Sheikh, when will As-Sufa start a football tournament? I had no idea. Good question. Email them, ask them, see what they say. Assalamu alaikum assalam. Ahlan wa sahlan. I've joined the Elder Scholars. Your lessons are great, mashallah. Alhamdulillah, mashallah. Jazakallah khair. Thank you very much. I was thinking of getting a MacBook Air, but I wanted to get it installments with 0% interest. Okay, MacBooks, the new MacBooks are very good. Yeah, I mean, I used to have laptops, the other kind in the past, and it was always a headache. After every few months, I would always get some sort of a glitch in there or some problem in there, and I'd have to read forums to try and figure out how to fix it. And it was just a headache, waste of time. Well, since I got a Mac, mashallah, everything running smoothly. Yeah, smooth and nice. And rarely do you have viruses or rarely do you have any major glitches. Yeah, so I think definitely I would encourage anyone who is like doesn't really kind of want to be bogged down with all these laptop problems and software problems, definitely invest in a Mac. Can you tell us what words are we meant to use from the Arabic dictionary you shared with us, as many words are shared for one word each? So if you notice, I've actually put up on there a document, and each lesson I've mentioned the words. For each lesson, there's a separate list. If you look in your Google Classroom, you'll find that over there, inshallah. And if not, just send me email, inshallah, and I'll send it to you. What about surah mapping? My bro, inshallah. You know what I have done, Salah? I have made like I've been working on this for a few years now. I've made like an entire map of the entire Quran, and I've been changing it and adding things to it. So it's like this massive map that I've made. Actually, let me see if I can show you. I think I showed you guys this before. Allahu Alam, but maybe if I can find Quran summary. Where is it? Where is it? Quran. Yeah, I think this is it. This is it. Let's see. So this is not really kind of fully done. It's just rough. Let me show you guys. Let's see. All right, so can you see this? I'm going to take the comments off so you can see it better. All right, so this basically is it. So if you have a look at this, I mean, I don't know how. So what I've done is I've shown over here, you have like yeah, so you have do I zoom into this? Yeah, so you have like Allah and Tawheed, and then Adam alayhi salam, and then with Adam alayhi salam you have like the Iblis issue. Then you have prostrating of the angels, residing on earth, and then you have over here offspring of Adam, and then you have humanity. And then what I've done is I've kind of just mentioned over here, like, okay, so you have all these prophets now. Right? So you got all the prophets. So I've gone through the prophets and try to link them all up. And you've got like nations. You got the whole concept of shirk that nations started, and then you got this whole confrontation with prophets used to confront people, and then used to get people who would mock them, and how did the prophets used to debate with them. So I've listed those points. Quran, you have over here, you have purification in the Quran, right? So the different thing, purification in belief, yeah, and then you have sabr, and then on this side you've got Day of Judgment at the bottom there. So it's not complete. It's just every time something comes to our mind, I kind of add it in. Then you've got humans, how humans interact with each other, illnesses humans get, how does the Quran talk about the illnesses, birth in the Quran, significance of birth, then it kind of goes through that. I mentioned some things about that, business and trade, and how the Quran puts legislations regarding it. Yeah, governance as well, how the Quran talks about governing. Yeah, so that's something I've been working on for a while. Just make dua that, it just comes into fruition. Yeah, inshallah. Comes into fruition. What about surah here? COA laptop. Advice of the week. Advice for the week would be just enjoy the qadr of Allah. Whatever happens in your life, just flow on the qadr of Allah like you're flowing on a sea in a boat. The qadr of Allah. Don't argue with the qadr of Allah. Don't try to fight the qadr of Allah. Whatever's happened in your life and whatever's going to happen is going to happen. You can't stop it, right? But just try to maneuver yourself in life. Ameen, Salah. It's just that, however, some words are missing from the vocab list for each lesson, so we got to go to the website. So what you do is email me, tell me which words are missing, and I'll add them in, inshallah. Yeah, so if there's words missing, I'll add them in, inshallah. Hamdan, wa alaikum assalam, Maulana Sahib, Kemcho, Haruche, Mazemeche. Hope you are well, inshallah. Very good, Maulana. Alhamdulillah. I hope you've been making special du'as for me. Salah, will you share it with us? I can send it to you, my brother. But the only problem is, it's what is it called? It's Microsoft OneNote. So it doesn't come in the. I use the black screen. So the black screen, you can't transfer the black screen. It comes out as a white screen. That's the problem. But yeah, definitely I can share this. Yeah, but it's just something which I'm not putting up for public because it's just things I'm changing around, adding things. So I can only work on these when I have full concentration and I don't have other things going on. That's the fitna of the dunya, distractions. All right, guys. So I will finish it there, insha'Allah ta'ala. And I will see you guys next time. I hope you guys have a fantastic week. Tomorrow, inshallah, is a live stream. I hope to see you guys then as well. If you have any questions, and have your questions ready. Take care, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.